Hey everybody, welcome back to the Grumbling Gamer. We pretty much open everything and everything. Today I am doing a base paint on Inferus Marines from the Ultramarine chapter. I just got done watching the new one of the Warhammer Plus shows with a what are the women? Sister of Silence. Super cool show. I think it's a dark raven or dark salamander comes in and lands, takes control of what's going on, actually saves the people from the. I'm not gonna ruin it for you guys, but he loses all his brothers in the first like 15-20 seconds of the show. Haven't gotten that far, but very cool scene to watch. Very cool scenes to see Warhammer come alive. The way that they've done with it is actually pretty cool. I'm very excited to watch more of it, and got me in the mood to paint. And yeah, I mean, what other cool thing to do other than painting? So what we're doing here is we're applying a base paint. And with the base paint, you really don't need to do too much paletting. You can, if you would like to, but since this is going to be basically your primer for the rest of your paint, you can apply it very liberally to the paint, to the guy itself, and it won't cause any harm. But you don't want to make it too thick, because then you lose contrast, and you want to be able to have your items contrast. So, and you can see I've also leveled up on my glove work here, using nitro gloves to go ahead and make it cleaner for me. So when I'm done, I can literally just take them off and throw them in the trash. I know, it's not the most nice thing for the environment, but seeing as I have two kids, I don't want to bring paint back with me when I go and put them down, or when they're, playing around with them. I don't want to have the paint anywhere near them. I'm sure that these paints are non-toxic, but let's not try it, So this is our base paint for our Inferus Marine. And like I said, so just liberally applying paint. I am building a bit of a palette anyway. It has no water associated with it yet. That doesn't really need to be, like I've said before. Because this is the base, and so with the base you pretty much use this for the other paint to stick to. So it really doesn't need to be watered down quite yet. Well, that's just my personal opinion. If somebody would know different, who's got more time on it, let me know. I'll go ahead and start using water more often. Just don't know, I've been told otherwise. Okay. Watched a cool episode on Squidmar. What he does is amazing. They have a cool YouTube channel. They got a site where you can buy things. So if I ever get really, really into Warhammer and I start wanting to build other races, I believe that's probably where I'm going to go to grab my stuff. So there you go. There we have one painted Intercessor Marine, and I'll come back and do a separate second stain on him, but for now he's good. Alright, so how was your guys' day? Did you guys learn anything new today? Did you guys go to work today? I wouldn't. I worked today. Got some things done, some social media stuff. Also did some regular IT work. That's where the boss, or that's the boss, where the Little mug there says, "No, I will not fix your computer." I do have a lot of time in IT, and that's what I specialize in. Gives me a little bit of time to work on things like this when I get home at night. I enjoy my job, so it's very low key with what we have to do. There's a lot that's very important that has to be done in the environment, but yeah, I think it's a solid job. Also, I know they can watch my videos, so I'm not going to say otherwise anyway. So, all right, so we're getting down into this other Infernus Marine. So we're putting coats on his back, his power pack. We're putting coats on his feet, putting coats on his legs. And what we're trying to do is cover up all of the gray. And like I've said before, this will be your base. So think of it as your primer for the rest of your paint job. So it needs to be very, very, it needs to pretty much be everywhere. That's the whole point. So now I'll start using water to get farther into it. The reason being is it's almost time for me to clean this brush off, and I don't want the paint to stick to it. So that's actually probably what they're saying, is they just don't want the paint to stick. I didn't even think about that. +1 for every painter out there is just gonna eat me alive. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's go into some of the corners here. The nitty-gritty corners. Doing a good job here. Let's go ahead and grab the foot here. Do that. And I believe we have completed our first undercoat painting. I actually have one more model that I'm going to take out real quick. Oop, wrong box. It has all my paints in it. Here's going to be another Intercessor Infernus Marine. I don't know if they're Intercessor, but they definitely are Infernus Marines. So what that means is they have little incinerators on the front of their, right here at the tip. So they'll incinerate anybody that comes near them. They also are good close quarters combat fighters. Go ahead and grab this little nick right here. So this one should have already been done by me by the time I got to painting. It wasn't. I think I was just tired by the time I got these guys put all together. Learning. Teamwork makes the dream work. If I listened more online, I'd probably have these all painted by now. Completely done. And wouldn't have to worry about them. So, 8 minutes in. Looking good on time. Let me just go ahead and go here. So we want to make sure that the brush actually does stay quite healthy. It's very important. These brushes weren't very cheap either. I did get them off Amazon, I think. Can't really remember. There's other places to buy brushes, but I got 2 sets of them for some odd reason. But the nice thing about that is I can use the same size brush twice in a short period of time without having to clean my brushes off. So palette, so I want to make sure that you do a really, really good job of hitting all the nooks and crannies. Like I've said before, this is your base paint. And yeah, the better you get at the base painting, the easier it's going to be when you do your line work, which I am extremely horrible at, and I will be the first one to admit that. But to each their own. So I believe this guy is almost done. Just make sure I get the back of that backpack there. Let's grab some more paint here. Okay. Alright. And let's make sure we get this guy's foot. Get the little joint piece right here. And there. So this is going to be number 3 in the series of painting our Marines. Let me just show you what we've got done so far. This one's not completely done, but we do have our starter Marine that I painted. This one actually needs black on the teeth. My starter Termagant. So, pretty cool stuff. I did the black here for the hooves and for the spikes, and then a little bit of painting of the carapace for the gun, the living gun as they call it. Okay. So, what we're gonna do now is what's something is super important that people tend to forget to do. It's not that. It is actually taking the paper towel, grabbing it along here, grabbing it through all the ends here, grabbing it there, going like this, taking it again, grab. And this way you keep your paintbrush looking good. So basically what I've been doing is grabbing here, pulling, grabbing here, pulling, water, grabbing here, pulling, until we can barely, if not see any of the paint left on the paintbrush. So we did not a good job with the white that we use, it looks like. That's okay. So you want to just have these brushes last as long as possible, which is really nice. So you don't have to go get new brushes all the time. So we call that good on there. Okay, that's my crack blue. And yeah, so this is going to be our 3 Marines that we're going to be going and painting off later on. I do see some point spots that I did miss already. So when these are fully dried, I'm going to come back and I'll be painting them off camera. Anyways, that's all I got today. So if yeah, this is the last video you guys watching. Have a good night, guys, and Grumbling Gamer is out on this vid.